Hi, here we'll see what is the use of SQL having class and how does it work. So when you want to filter a records, aggregated records, you can use SQL having class. It can be used after the group by class. Consider when you have a series of statements like this, right? First, select from where, and again select group by, having, order by, and limit. Okay, so what happens here, the first select statement will be executed, and then from, and then where, and again when you have subqueries, right? So in that case, again select will be executed, and then group by, and then having, and order by, limit. So this is the basic order for the list of select statements and list of statements you have in your query. Okay, so let us see the use of SQL having with the real-time examples. Okay, if you can take a customer table. Okay, so you must be having some records in customer table. So I have chosen this table for this example. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm writing a SQL to find out the duplicate records in the customer table. Not only the customer table, right? Whatever the table you have, when you have a duplicate records, you can identify those duplicate records using having function, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm selecting some of the columns from the table and counting the number of rows from the table. Okay, so and then I'm applying group by, and finally saying that having count of start greater than or equal to 2, which means I'm going to retrieve only the duplicate records from the table, right? The same query you can customize it and use it for multiple tables to identify the duplicate records. So when I run this query, I could see that no results because there is no duplicate records in my table. So this is one of the way that you can use SQL having class. So yeah, here we'll see like what is the difference between SQL having and where. So both SQL having and where is used to filter the records. Okay, so but in case of having clause, right, you apply a condition on aggregated records. So that is a major difference between SQL where and SQL having. We can see the some of the example query examples here, right, for SQL where and SQL having. So first we are taking a product, sum of sales amount as a sales, total sales from the sales table, and product in iPhone and speakers group by product. The same query you can also write using having. It will also give the same results. You see the output, right? So whatever the output you see here, you can also see the same output here. Okay, so what is the major difference between this where and having, right? So in case of where, the records will be filtered first and then aggregate functions will be executed next. Okay, but whereas in where class, but whereas in having class, the first aggregate function will execute, and after that having class will execute. Okay, so the question here is how to use SQL having class without using group by. Yeah, you can also use SQL having class without group by. This is one of the example here you can see. So the same query you can write it based on your requirement and customize. Okay, so how to use SQL having clause in subqueries. You can also use SQL having clause in subqueries when you want to compare average quantities, average sales, etc. So you can compare, you can write some inner query and outer query subqueries, right? So you can compare the results accordingly. So can we use having and where clause together? The answer is yes. You can use uh, where clause and having clause together. Here are some of the examples you can see here. So product name, sum of sales amount, where product name is mobile, group by product name having sales amount greater than 1,000. Okay, so here the select statement, and then where class, and then group by, and then again having. Okay, so this is where you can use both where class and having while writing the SQL queries. Okay, so joins similarly, like if you want to retrieve the records from two or more tables, you can do that along with having clause. So you can join the tables, and you can also use having based on your requirement. When you have aggregated data in both the tables, right, when you want to apply filter on both the aggregated measures, so you can join the tables accordingly and filter the records. Okay,